You've got dreams, right? Big ones. You've got goals, a vision of what your life could be. But let me tell you something, it's impossible to get there if you're constantly giving your energy to things and people that drain you. There's a power in knowing when to stay and fight, and an even greater power in knowing when to walk away. That's not weakness, that's wisdom. Walking away isn't giving up. It's making room for what you truly deserve. It's saying, I won't settle for less than what I'm worth. And let's be real, there are people, situations, even habits in your life right now that don't serve you. They don't uplift you. They don't support your growth. And you know what I'm talking about. You feel it deep down. That voice inside that whispers, you deserve better. Listen to that voice. It's not lying to you. Respecting yourself is about boundaries. It's about saying no when you need to. It's about standing tall, even when others try to knock you down. When you respect yourself, you walk with a different energy, and people notice that. They feel it. They might not always like it, but they'll respect it. And walking away, that takes courage. It's not easy. The world will try to guilt you into staying in places you've outgrown. They'll say, why leave? It's fine here, but you're not chasing fine, you're chasing greatness. And greatness requires letting go of anything holding you back. You've got one life, one shot at this. Don't waste it stuck in situations that dim your light. Every step you take toward respecting yourself, toward walking away from what doesn't align with your purpose, you're saying to the universe, I'm ready. I'm ready for more. I'm ready for what's mine. And when you do that, doors will open, opportunities will come. The right people will find you, and the wrong ones will fall away. That's the beauty of self-respect. It clears the path for your destiny. So, I'll leave you with this. Don't shrink yourself to fit into places that don't deserve you. Don't compromise your peace, your dreams, your worth. Stand tall. Respect yourself. And when the time comes, have the courage to walk away. Because every time you do, you're walking toward the life you were meant to live. The way you carry yourself, the way you speak, and the way you allow others to interact with you all teach people how to treat you. If you let disrespect slide, if you tolerate being undervalued or overlooked, you're essentially telling the world that it's okay. But when you stand firm in your worth, when you refuse to accept anything less than kindness, fairness, and respect, you send a powerful message. This isn't about arrogance, it's about confidence. It's about showing up for yourself in every situation, knowing that you matter and that your voice deserves to be heard. People take their cues from you. If you respect yourself, they will follow suit. But if you don't, they'll see that as permission to take advantage, to dismiss, or to belittle you. You are the mirror that reflects your value to the world. Every choice you make, every interaction you have, is an opportunity to demonstrate your standards. And when you consistently honor those standards, you attract the kind of energy, people, and opportunities that align with your self-worth. It all starts with you. The way you respect yourself sets the tone for everything else. Walking away from something or someone that no longer serves you isn't a sign of giving up, it's a sign of incredible strength. It takes courage to step back, to recognize when a situation is draining your energy, and to choose yourself over the comfort of familiarity. It's easy to stay where you are even when it's hurting you, because staying doesn't require much effort. But walking away, that's bold. That's transformative. When you walk away, you're not running from challenges or responsibility. You're walking toward your potential. You're saying, I deserve better than this, and that's a powerful declaration of self-respect. Society often tries to make us believe that staying and enduring is the only form of strength. But the truth is, real strength lies in the ability to let go of what's weighing you down, even when it's hard, even when it hurts. Walking away shows that you value your peace, your happiness, and your future more than the fear of change. It shows that you trust yourself enough to believe that what's on the other side of this decision will be better than what you're leaving behind. And it will be because every step away from the wrong thing is a step closer to the right thing. Walking away isn't weakness, it's a bold, brave, and necessary act of self-respect. Boundaries are the invisible lines you draw to protect your time, energy, and well-being. They are an essential part of self-respect, acting as a guide for how you expect to be treated by others. Without boundaries, people may unknowingly or knowingly take advantage of your kindness, intrude on your peace, or demand more from you than you're willing to give. Establishing boundaries isn't selfish, it's a form of self-care and self-respect. When you set boundaries, you're telling the world, this is what I stand for. And this is what I won't tolerate. It's not about building walls to keep people out. It's about creating space to protect what matters most, your mental health, your goals, and your values. Healthy boundaries help you maintain balance and avoid burnout, and they teach others how to interact with you in a way that honors your worth. Saying no, even when it's uncomfortable, is a boundary. Limiting your availability to protect your time is a boundary. Refusing to engage with negativity or toxicity is a boundary. Each one of these actions is a statement of self-respect. And here's the beauty of it: when you enforce boundaries consistently, the right people will respect them, and the wrong ones will naturally fall away. Boundaries are not meant to push people away, but to ensure the relationships and interactions in your life are built on mutual respect and understanding. They're a way of showing love to yourself and to others by creating clarity. It takes strength to set them and even more strength to enforce them, but every time you do, you're standing up for the life you deserve. Boundaries aren't barriers, they're the foundation of a life filled with respect, peace, and authenticity. Your inner voice is your compass, your guide, the one part of you that always knows what's right for you, even when the world around you is noisy, confusing, or full of opinions. That voice doesn't yell, it doesn't demand. It whispers. And often it whispers truths you may not want to hear. It tells you when something isn't right. It nudges you when you're staying in a situation too long or giving more than you're receiving. Listening to that voice is one of the greatest acts of self-respect you can practice. How often do we ignore it, though? How often do we silence it because we're afraid of change, afraid of conflict, or afraid of stepping into the unknown? But here's the thing: that voice is there to protect you, to remind you of your worth, and to guide you toward your purpose. When you ignore it, you betray yourself. You end up stuck in places or with people who don't honor you, simply because you chose comfort over truth. Trusting your inner voice doesn't mean every decision will be easy. It often means making tough calls, leaving relationships, walking away from opportunities that don't align, or standing up for yourself when it's uncomfortable. But that discomfort is temporary. What's waiting on the other side is peace, clarity, and alignment with the life you truly deserve. Your inner voice is wise because it comes from within. It's not swayed by societal expectations, opinions, or external pressures. It knows who you are and what you need better than anyone else ever could. Respecting yourself means tuning into that voice, even when it tells you something you don't want to hear. It means trusting that inner guidance over the noise of the world. When you listen to your inner voice, you're honoring the most authentic part of yourself. You're saying, I hear you, I trust you, and I'm willing to make the changes I need to because I deserve better. That voice is your ally, your protector, and your truth teller. Trust it, follow it, and watch how it leads you to a life of self-respect and fulfillment. Settling for mediocrity is one of the greatest disservices you can do to yourself. You were not put on this earth to live a life that's just okay or good enough. You were made for greatness, for fulfillment, and for a purpose that sets your soul on fire. When you settle for less than what you deserve, whether it's in relationships, your career, or your personal growth, you're telling yourself and the world that you don't believe you're worth more. But you are. Think about it. Why should you accept being treated poorly when you deserve kindness and respect? Why stay in a job that drains your passion when you know you have the talent to do more? Why surround yourself with people who don't uplift you when you could build a circle of support and inspiration? Settling happens when you stop believing in your potential, when you let fear dictate your choices, and when you allow the opinions of others to cloud your judgment. But respecting yourself means refusing to settle. It means raising the bar for what you allow in your life. It means saying, I want more and I'm willing to work for it. That doesn't make you selfish, it makes you someone who values their time, energy, and dreams. It's not about perfection, it's about striving for a life that aligns with your deepest desires and highest standards. When you stop settling, you open yourself up to possibilities you didn't even know existed. Suddenly, doors start to open doors to opportunities, relationships, and experiences that match the level of respect and effort you put into yourself. You attract what you believe you deserve. If you settle for less, that's what you'll get. But if you demand more, if you hold out for what truly honors your worth, you'll find that the universe meets you where you stand. Settling may feel safe, but it keeps you stuck. It robs you of the chance to grow, to thrive, and to experience the fullness of life. Choosing not to settle is a declaration of self-respect, a promise to yourself that you will pursue the life you're meant to live. Don't accept mediocrity when greatness is within your reach. Believe in yourself enough to demand the best and watch as your life transforms in extraordinary ways. Letting go of people, situations, or habits that no longer serve you can be one of the hardest decisions to make, but it's also one of the most empowering. When you walk away from what's toxic, stagnant, or misaligned with your values, you create space in your life for what truly matters. It's like cleaning out a cluttered room. You can't fill it with beautiful, meaningful things until you've cleared out the junk. Sometimes we hold on to things out of fear of being alone, fear of change, or fear that nothing better will come along. But clinging to what's not meant for you only weighs you down. It's like trying to climb a mountain while carrying a heavy backpack filled with rocks. The moment you release that weight, you'll realize how much faster and further you can go. Letting go doesn't mean you're giving up or failing. It means you're making a conscious choice to prioritize your well-being and your future. It's an act of faith in yourself and the possibilities ahead. Walking away from what doesn't serve you sends a powerful message to the universe: you are ready for better. You're ready for relationships that uplift you, for opportunities that challenge and fulfill you, and for a life that aligns with your true purpose. When you let go, you're not just freeing yourself from negativity, you're creating room for growth. The space you open up allows new opportunities and connections to flow in. It's a declaration that you deserve better and won't settle for anything less. That kind of energy is magnetic. It attracts the right people and the right circumstances into your life. But it's not just about external gains. Letting go is a profound act of self-love. It's recognizing that you're worth protecting, worth investing in, and worth prioritizing. It's about valuing your time, your energy, and your peace of mind enough to walk away from anything that doesn't contribute to your happiness and growth. Every time you release something that's holding you back, you're stepping closer to the life you were meant to live. You're saying yes to your future, yes to your potential, and yes to the limitless possibilities waiting for you. Letting go isn't easy, but it's always worth it. Trust the process, trust yourself, and watch as life rewards your courage with something far greater than you could have imagined. Courage is the foundation of growth, and it's a trait that becomes most evident when you're faced with the decision to leave behind what's familiar but no longer serves you. Stepping into the unknown is daunting. It's human nature to cling to comfort, even when that comfort is holding you back. But growth doesn't happen in the safety of your comfort zone. It happens when you have the courage to take a step forward, even when you're unsure of what lies ahead. Making the decision to move on requires inner strength because it often comes with challenges: the fear of failure, the fear of judgment, or the fear of starting over. But here's the truth: growth never happens without a bit of discomfort. Every time you push past those fears, you're expanding your limits, discovering your resilience, and unlocking new opportunities. You're becoming stronger, wiser, and more in tune with your true self. Courage doesn't mean you won't feel scared. It means you move forward despite the fear. It means you trust that leaving behind what doesn't align with your goals, values, or dreams is the right thing to do, even if it's hard. Growth is uncomfortable because it requires you to let go of the familiar, but what you gain in the process is worth every ounce of effort. Think about the times in your life when you've achieved something meaningful. Did it come from staying still, from holding on to what was easy? No, it came from making a bold decision, taking a leap of faith, and embracing the unknown. That same courage is what's required to walk away from relationships, habits, or situations that no longer contribute to your happiness or success. Every time you choose courage, you choose growth. You choose to prioritize your future over your fear. And with every step forward, you prove to yourself that you're capable of so much more than you thought. Respecting yourself means having the courage to make those tough choices because you know that staying stuck is not an option. Growth demands bravery, and bravery brings transformation. The most incredible version of yourself is waiting on the other side of fear. All it takes is the courage to walk through it. Trust in your strength, trust in your vision, and remember that every act of bravery brings you closer to the life you're meant to live. Protecting your peace is one of the most valuable forms of self-respect. Peace is not just a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the foundation of your mental, emotional, and physical well-being. In a world full of noise, distractions, and demands, your peace is what keeps you grounded. But protecting it requires intentional effort. It means learning to say no, even when it's hard, and distancing yourself from anything or anyone that disrupts your balance. Think about what happens when you allow toxic energy into your life, whether it's from people, environments, or even your own habits. It drains you. It steals your focus, your joy, and your ability to be your best self. When you prioritize protecting your peace, you're saying, I value my happiness and my health too much to let this negativity take over. That's not selfish, it's essential. You can't pour from an empty cup, and you can't give your best to the world if you're constantly stressed, overwhelmed, or depleted. Protecting your peace isn't always easy. It may mean walking away from relationships that have turned toxic, turning down opportunities that don't align with your values, or breaking habits that no longer serve you. It might even mean spending more time alone, reflecting and recharging instead of constantly being available to others. But every decision to guard your peace is a decision to invest in your well-being and future. This isn't about avoiding challenges or hard work. Life will always bring difficulties, and growth often comes from facing them. But there's a difference between challenges that help you grow and unnecessary chaos that drags you down. Protecting your peace is about knowing the difference and choosing to engage with what builds you up rather than what tears you apart. When you prioritize peace, you become more centered, more focused, and more capable of handling whatever life throws your way. You gain clarity about your goals and your purpose, and you have the energy to pursue them with intention. Protecting your peace allows you to show up as your best self, not just for you, but for everyone around you. Every time you choose peace over conflict, over drama, or over negativity, you're respecting yourself and your boundaries. You're reminding yourself that your happiness and sanity matter. Peace is your power, and protecting it is one of the greatest acts of self-love you can practice. Honor it, nurture it, and never let anyone or anything take it away. When you set and enforce your boundaries, you're not just protecting yourself from negativity or exploitation, you're teaching others how to treat you. Respecting yourself by establishing clear boundaries sends a powerful message to those around you. I value myself enough to protect my time, my energy, and my peace. And here's the beautiful thing: when you stand firm in your boundaries, the right people will respect them, and the wrong ones will naturally fade away. The right people, those who truly understand your worth, will honor your boundaries without hesitation. They'll respect your need for space, time, or certain standards in how they interact with you. They will appreciate you even more for being clear about what you need, because it creates mutual understanding and respect. These are the people who will encourage your growth, support your dreams, and celebrate your success. But there's also a flip side to this. Not everyone will respect your boundaries, and that's where your strength comes in. The wrong people, the ones who are used to taking more than they give, will push against your limits. They may try to guilt you, manipulate you, or make you feel bad for standing up for yourself. But here's the truth: when you honor your boundaries, you make it clear that you're not interested in relationships that drain or disrespect you. Those who continue to disregard your boundaries are often the ones who don't belong in your life. And as difficult as it may be to walk away, respecting yourself means having the courage to let go of those who don't treat you as you deserve. In this way, boundaries act as a filter. They help you avoid the wrong people and attract the right ones. By being clear about what you're willing to accept and what you won't tolerate, You create space for genuine, respectful connections. The right relationships will lift you up, not tear you down. They will energize you, not drain you. They will honor your needs, not make you feel guilty for having them. Remember, setting boundaries isn't about building walls, it's about creating a foundation of mutual respect. It's about allowing people to be themselves without sacrificing who you are in the process. And the more you practice enforcing your boundaries, the more you show up authentically in the world. You teach others how to treat you by how you treat yourself. And when you treat yourself and when you respect your own limits, you attract the kind of respect and love you deserve. Every time you choose to respect yourself, every time you take a step toward walking away from what doesn't serve you, you're moving closer to your true purpose in the life you were meant to live. It's easy to stay in situations that feel comfortable, even if they're not fulfilling, because they provide a sense of familiarity and security. But what you may not realize is that those very situations are often holding you back from your full potential. Every time you make the conscious decision to let go, you're creating space for something greater to come into your life. Choosing to walk away from what isn't aligned with your values, dreams, or happiness is an act of profound self-awareness. It's you telling yourself, I'm worthy of more. I'm worthy of a life that lights me up, that challenges me, that supports my growth. And with that clarity comes a sense of purpose, a deep understanding that you are not just here to survive, but to thrive. You are here to live a life that is true to who you are and what you're meant to accomplish. Every time you honor your worth, you are actively shaping your destiny. The more you make choices based on self-respect, the more you move toward opportunities and relationships that elevate you rather than hold you back. It may not always be easy and there may be moments of doubt, but trust that you are on the right path. The universe, your inner self, and everything around you will begin to align with that energy of self-respect. And as a result, the life you desire will start to unfold. You may not always see the immediate rewards of walking away from toxic situations or letting go of things that no longer serve you, but rest assured, each decision is leading you to something better. It's like planting seeds for your future. Some seeds take time to grow, but eventually they will bloom into something beautiful. The more you choose what's best for you, the clearer your path becomes, and the closer you get to the life you're meant to lead. The life you are meant to live isn't just a destination, it's a journey. And that journey is fueled by self-respect. Every step you take toward honoring yourself, every time you say no to what's not right for you, you're creating the foundation for a life filled with purpose, joy, and fulfillment. So never underestimate the power of those small, brave decisions. They are guiding you toward your destiny, and with every move forward, you're becoming more aligned with the incredible future that awaits you. So let me ask you this, what are you willing to let go of today to make room for the life you truly deserve? The journey to self-respect is not an easy one, but it's one worth walking. It requires courage, strength, and a deep belief that you are worthy of all the greatness that's waiting for you. You don't have to settle for anything less than extraordinary. When you choose to respect yourself, you create space for the right people, the right opportunities, and the right experiences to enter your life. So, take that first step. Protect your peace. Set your boundaries. Trust your inner voice. Walk away from what no longer serves you and walk toward the life that's calling your name. The future you want is out there waiting for you to claim it. You've got everything it takes. The question is, are you ready to respect yourself enough to go after it? The choice is yours.